State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
First carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Derrick Henry.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun now from Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vinny Curry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 20. From the gun, Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, if he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. And he's going to go down again. The his son Reddick providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground, and he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
I don't know what the heck he
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Goes underneath for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So we've reached all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
at their own 32-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
This is caught. Gronkowski. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A gain of 3.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Goal at the Titans' 5-yard line.
A carry here for Hunt. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up
second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brought down back at the 40.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 31.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. On second down, it's Hunt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rob Gronkowski, 26 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
To kick off for Arizona.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And the Titans first down.
On first down, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 56 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
First and 10.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 18-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run for it with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The football going back over to Arizona now. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. The 20. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43. Switch, 43 is the mark.
Tannehill on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill complete. It's Henry.
Tannehill's pass.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On fourth down, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On first down, it's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's get off the field. He's coming. Double up. Shoot. Check. He's checking. Crash.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,